I wasn't afraid to start Black Girls Do Run UK.
Putting this club together was the best thing. It's changed my life in many ways.
Black women need to know that they can do it.
We are all worthy of the name runner. So I started running because growing up, I always found that a lot of my family members, they either had diabetes or hypertension, and I didn't want to contract those diseases, so I decided to start living a healthy lifestyle. But I can't imagine my life without running. Even my children ask me in the mornings, are you running today? Or at night they say, are you running in the morning? And it's like, yes, okay. Everyone says, are you still running? Yes, I'm still running. 21 years later, I'm still running and still loving it as well, enjoying it more than ever before, actually. I just always wondered why there were so few Black females running, because it's so easy to run. But talking to other females, there's a lot of like consciousness, and I don't want people to look at me. And there's so many like other issues surrounding it, what prevents people from running. For a lot of people, you can't be what you can't see. And if you don't see people that look like you doing something that you're thinking of doing, you just think that, okay, maybe it's not for me. And I'm trying to encourage others to just run at the speed that's comfortable for you and be happy with that, because you don't need to compare yourself to a faster runner. We are all runners, regardless of how fast or slow we are. So Black Girls Do Run UK started in April 2019, and it was born after a race that I went to, and there were very few Black females in attendance. And after that race, I decided to try and do something about the lack of Black females running, and also give back to running, the sport that I love so much.
What's your favourite thing about running?
Do you know what now? Is running with these girls, I think, is the best thing ever, because I used to run on my own.
Yeah.
And sometimes I didn't have that thing to kind of push me, like if I wanted to go a bit, but now it just feels so effortless. So I think that's one of the best things that I found. Things like My name is Linda, and I've been running for about 5 years now. As mums, we don't really have time to fit things in, so sometimes we even go for runs like 5 o'clock in the morning, believe it or not, before we start to go to work. We're not so worried about being fit and fast. It's all about getting out there and doing something. It's also good for my mental health. Sometimes I can have really, really bad days, and getting up and going out for a run literally takes my mind off things.
I think it's a sense of achievement as well. The fact that after you've done it, you just feel, okay, I've managed to achieve that. And especially for me, only starting like properly running October last year, properly for the big half. I think just knowing that I can go that extra mile, and I feel great afterwards. It's just like, Hey, I'm Anne-Marie. I started just a program that Tasha shared with me around how I can work my way up to 13.1 miles, and that led me to where I am now, really. The girls, they're not just my friends, I feel they're family to me, and I'd want people to feel that, and feel that if there are any concerns they have, they're able to come, and we'll do our best to support them through that.
I mean, I've been part of groups before where sometimes only female, sometimes only Black person, and it's a bit like, should I say it, should I not? I'm not quite sure, how's it going to be taken? And you kind of just don't say it, you know, and feel a little bit awkward.
Hi, my name's Tasha, and I've been running for about 20 years on and off. How I feel is if people don't see people like themselves at an event, at a race, then they're less, I think personally, they're less inclined to then put themselves forward for it. But then if they see ourselves or any other groups that's similar to us, whether it's in their locality or not, we then hope it will kind of urge them to just take that next step and go out there.
I try and find a group where you feel comfortable. And you'll know whether you feel comfortable quite early on. And
I think we'd like to branch out.
Yeah.
To have like a Black Girls Do Run UK in
Manchester, Birmingham, Bristol, Liverpool.
For different towns.
Yeah.
My name's Celeste, and I've been running for 5 years. Well, I first joined Black Girls Do Run. I kind of connected with Tasha on Facebook, and then my brother convinced me to do a half marathon, and I trained for the half marathon. And on the day, he hurt his back and he was unable to go. So I rocked up to this half marathon on my own, and lo and behold, when I got there, Tasha was stood there. So she's like, "Oh, come." I told her, I'm on my own. She's like, "Oh, come, run with us." And yeah, it's just developed from there. And I'm part of the group, and I love it. And it's nice to be able to run with like-minded people. I remember doing the half marathon in Oxford, and I can say I was probably the only black woman there. I think running with the girls, we'd have a stronger presence because we're kind of like rocking up together, and it's good. And we do see other black women, but not, there isn't a huge representation. There isn't a huge amount, definitely not.
I think there were less black girls running because you don't really, a lot of the media images that you see in the magazines, you don't really see black girls running in groups, in clubs, or even on their own. So, but that's starting to change with lots of groups popping up, including ours, and hopefully that you'll see more black girls running.
How grateful you are for Tasha and the group and the whole team for sort of being a part of your life?
Tasha is amazing. I mean, there's times when you just think, okay, I might give running a bit of a break because too much is going on, and she'll remind us what running does for us, and you'll just get up and go again.
There are times when it's not always just about running. Yes, that's one of the main things we do together, but on a personal level, it's just having that support. We're pretty much like sisters. We call each other sisters.
It makes me feel really happy and really proud that I started running and stuck to running and just continued along this running journey and wasn't afraid to start a group. It's been amazing, and I'm excited for the future.